I stay facts. When you at the top, when you reach the max.
It costs you nothing to hit that like button, family. Big Chap TV, where you know you gon' see that truth, that now this game so free. He give it uncut, that's how it's gotta be. It's Big Chap TV.
What up, family? Cost you nothing to hit that like button, fam. Now, man, when this came across my radar, I'm like, wow, because we already know that Boosie in his situation finna have to lay down for 2 years, right? We didn't expect to see this one, but when it come to protection in this hip hop game, it's well needed. So these law enforcement people is having fun, fam. I'm seeing they having a field day. Every artist that I know that's in the game get pulled over. And the main thing they trying to find is weapons, and knowing that these artists need weapons to protect themselves, right? Now, with that being said, a lot of times the influence of our father, the influence of the streets will draw us to the streets, even when we don't need to be in the streets or got to be in the streets. And that's what's been going on with Boosie's son, Tootie Raw. Not only Tootie Raw, T.I.'s son King, and him and King run together. Now, mind you, prior to this, if you've been keeping up with the channel, I've been doing segments of them pulling Tootie Raw over in Atlanta and other places in surrounding areas, searching the car. They would have him out there, he'll be in cuffs, they'll detain him, and then they'll let him go, right? This time, they pulled him over in Atlanta. It didn't go like all the other times. And I believe them people got their wish. Sometimes it be people behind in the background around you saying what you got, but don't really know at the times you had it. You feel me? Because you move with smart, but they know how you move, but they don't know how you do them. Now, when it comes to this situation, they pull over Tootie Raw. Man, they found multiple weapons. Not only that, man, they got the silencer and everything to switch. You know, that's like a mandatory sentence for that, fam. And he got sawed-offs, you know, machine guns, they saying, with the silencer. You know what I'm saying? It's real bad right now on Tootie Raw end, being jammed with these scraps. Now, with that being said, family, and I used to be the same way when I was a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? But time is everything. Time is money, you know what I'm saying? Time is the world. You know, people pay you for your time. You can either go do time, go to your work, you know, get on the time clock, you feel me? Or live off the land and be on that type of time, or you can be on criminal behavior type time. Whatever time you own in the world, what I'm trying to say, time is the world. And whatever type of time you own gonna reflect, fam, on what happens in your life when it comes to the bad and good. So with Tootie Raw being on this type of time, when it comes to carrying these weapons around, wanna be like your daddy, this what happens, fam, when you don't get it, because you need to sit down to see that it's a flip side to what you think this game is. A lot of these young niggas think it's sweet. It's not sweet out here, fam. You feel me? I don't care how long you've been getting away with something. It's not sweet out here, my nigga. When it comes to doing criminal activity, whether it come to guns, whatever the case might be, it's only so long before an individual will get caught. That's just the wrath of the world. That's just the wrath of the land, the wrath of the Most High. Because there's only so many chances that one gonna get. There's only so many warnings that one gonna get. Tootie Raw was getting the warnings like his daddy Boosie was getting the warnings, but he's trying to be like his daddy Boosie, and this will happen. What they say, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. I guess that's true. Will Tootie Raw survive on the main line, being in prison jailhouse for a minute. Will Tootie Raw survive? He don't wait that much. Will he survive off Boosie being his daddy? Will people respect Tootie Raw because Boosie is daddy? But at the same time, you're gonna have to man up. Everything that you've been talking about, everything that you've been representing when it come to, you feel me? You're gonna have to portray that. You're gonna have to do that. See, it's a different ball game when you get locked up. You ain't got the guns, Tootie Raw, that you got right now. The guns is out of there. Then it's about who you is as a man. Do you know who you is as a man, or do you know who you are as your daddy's son, fam? In the hip hop game, everybody trying to get up under you to get to your daddy, and you feel like you a star, and you done forgot, fam, when you moving on a local joker and town clown type level, especially with you being Boosie's son, these type things are gonna happen. These type, because they know your influence way heavy. A lot of people, and not only that, they know you doing it anyway. So they trying to pull you over and catch it. They see you, they pull you over a few times, they see you was acting nervous, might have got away with it, or whatever the case might be, or you could have been talking shit. That make them come back and do what they do even more. Is we gonna see Boosie and Tootie Raw being incarcerated at the same time? Think about that. Boosie and Tootie Raw at the same time, both of them. Man, that's wild. I never thought I'd see that. Now, me and my dad, to be real with you, we was in the county jail together, sleeping neck to neck. It happens. But I didn't feel Boosie and Tootie Raw would be getting incarcerated at the same time, and I think that's what's going to happen, man, because that switches to mandatory sentence. It ain't no game about that, fam. They ain't paying no type of game. And homie know that. These young niggas walk, you know what it is. I can't knock you though. I can't knock you, but I gotta tell you, I gotta wake you up. Why would you ride around with the work or the switch or whatever the case might be? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand if you're going to do a show, you need a little, but you didn't need all that, man. Yeah, you going to war like what the charges with T.I. was doing back in the day. It don't make no sense. Now you in a whole situation to where when I was saying like niggas gonna test your gangster and see what you've been saying on these IG lives, what it is. Do you got the heart of your daddy? Why would you take yourself through these type situations? You just could have been a little self-made nigga. The girls still would have did what they did. The nigga still would have been yes a man up under you. It would have been nothing different. You still could have stood on 10. But you ain't got to go all the way in to stand on that 10. Because once you go all the way in, and people going all the way in, depending on how far you go in, how far they go in. These just facts, fam. Man, but I will keep y'all updated on situations though. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.